And we are following some major news on NBC 10 Boston Weekend tonight. Our thoughts and our prayers are with Joe Biden as today the former president's office announced he has prostate cancer. Thanks for joining us tonight at 11, everyone. I'm Colton Bradford. Now, since that announcement, we have since learned that it is an aggressive form of the disease. It is a big story tonight. We are bringing you big team coverage. NBC 10's Mary Marcos is standing by outside the State House. But let's begin with our Erin Logan. She is also live for us in the city. Erin, I know that you spoke with doctors about this type of cancer. What did they have to say to you today?
Well, Colton, as you mentioned, the cancer is very aggressive and the diagnosis is at an advanced stage. So doctors at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute say this news is very upsetting, considering the former president and first lady made cancer research and support top priority while leading the country.
You get a diagnosis of cancer. How many of you heard that when you walked in? It's frightening.
9 months after speaking those words in New Orleans, former President Joe Biden now hearing those words himself. On Friday, the 82-year-old was diagnosed with an aggressive form of prostate cancer that's metastasized to the bone.
You remember his moonshot program to cancer, now gets cancer. It's a reminder for all of us that cancer does not spare anyone.
Dr. Tony Shueri, oncologist at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, remembering the time President Biden was here in Boston speaking at a cancer moonshot event. His mission, along with his wife, to prevent millions of cancer deaths and improve the experience of those touched by cancer. You'll recall the former president lost his 46-year-old son to brain cancer in 2015. As for his case,
this is a treatable condition, although it's unlikely to be curable because the cancer has spread to the bones.
Last week, he was examined after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. That's when he got the news about his advanced stage of prostate cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, these advanced prostate cancers rose by approximately 4.5% between 2011 and 2019.
We saw that in prostate cancer, and we saw that in other cancers. But the trend is coming down.
A source familiar with President Biden and his family's thinking tells NBC News the former president and his family are meeting with doctors and considering, quote, multiple options, including hormone treatment. Because his case is hormone sensitive, Dr. Shueri says they can typically control the disease, though it varies from patient to patient.
The survival is estimated in years, actually.
NBC News sources say that the former president is at home in Wilmington, Delaware. It is unclear where he will be treated. Doctors at Dana-Farber extend their support during this very difficult time. Live in Boston tonight, Erin Logan, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Erin, thank you. And tonight we are hearing from local, state, and federal leaders about the former president's diagnosis. Our Mary Marcos is live for us outside the State House with what these high-ranking officials and figures are saying. Mary?
Well, Colton, there has just been a wave of well wishes from here on Beacon Hill to Washington, D.C. and beyond, with many of them highlighting the president's commitment to cancer research.
My fellow Americans.
Prayers are pouring in from local, state, and federal officials in response to President Joe Biden's aggressive prostate cancer diagnosis. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey and her partner Joanna are sending their strength and support, posting on Blue Sky, quote, "A cancer diagnosis is heartbreaking news for any family." Senator Elizabeth Warren echoed her message on the same platform, adding that Biden has, quote, "worked for years to advance the cause of beating cancer, and now we have his back in this fight." Former President Barack Obama pointed to his personal efforts in the fight against cancer in his post on X, saying in part, quote, "Nobody has done more to find breakthrough treatments for cancer in all its forms than Joe, and I am certain he will fight this challenge with his trademark resolve and grace." President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that he and Melania are, quote, "saddened by the diagnosis," saying, quote, "We extend our warmest and best wishes to Jill and the family, and we wish Joe a fast and successful recovery." Finally, former Vice President Kamala Harris saying in part, quote, "Joe is a fighter, and I know he will face this challenge with the same strength, resilience, and optimism that have always defined his life and leadership." Of course, all of these politicians are wishing the president a full and fast recovery. Live outside the State House, Mary Marcos, NBC 10 Boston.
And be sure to stick with our team here at NBC 10 Boston for the latest on former President Biden's cancer diagnosis. You can also download our free news app or just head to NBCBoston.com.